2-Minute Mover. So good to have you here with us. I'm Lizzie Williamson, and next to me is a woman who not only uses her amazing resilience and determination to become a 2-time world champion in Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling and the ambassador for the Commonwealth Games and so many amazing things, but you also use that to help and mentor other people, young indigenous kids and beyond. This is Shantelle Thompson.
Hi everyone, I'd just like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we're meeting today, the Yugambeh people, and to pay my respects to elders both past, present and future, and say hi to everyone joining us today.
Hello, hello, so beautiful. So 2-Minute Moves TV is to inspire you to get your precious body moving more and to bust through all those obstacles and things that are getting in your way of doing it. And I am so excited to be here with you, Shantelle.
I'm very excited,
Thank you. But sunny Goldie.
Oh, beautiful, amazing weather. Yeah, can't get any better than this. Out in nature.
We're up here for the Commonwealth Games and it's just been so much fun. So this is really about finding out from you, and I'm so excited to do it because I know that you have a story when it comes to being physically active that is incredibly close to my heart. So I'd love to hear a little bit about that, and then also the time in your life that perhaps you've really struggled to be active, why that was, how you overcame it, and then we're going to do a fun 2-minute move together, and you're actually going to show us some cool little moves that you do, which is really good. I get a break. I get to be instructed, so that's really great. So when you think about exercise or being physically active, what does it mean to you?
I think it's got two meanings now, but when I first started physically moving my body and connecting with it, it was never about how I looked or anything like that. It was literally to get out of my own head and get into my body, because I was suffering with postnatal depression after the birth of my twins, and I didn't want to use medication because we had a family history of drug addiction and malpractice when it came to the right diagnosis of medications, because the brain's such a complicated, and the spirit so complicated that it can be hard to get the right management of medication. So for me, I didn't want that to be my first resort, so I started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as a form of physical therapy to treat my postnatal depression, and the rest is kind of history. That was really the beginning of my understanding and real deep connection with physical movement and mental health, and why I love what I do today.
So before you started moving, I guess in that time where you had postnatal depression, were you doing anything at all?
I think that for me, I was never a physically active person because I was actually more of a nerd growing up, and we didn't have much opportunity to play sport. Like, I played a little bit of athletics at school and I was kind of okay at it, but it wasn't a priority of mine, and because I was a healthy weight and everything like that, I didn't really work out to look good like a lot of girls did back then. And when I was 18, 19, I got introduced to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because I had a lot of negative energy and I was using it in really self-destructive ways. So my auntie introduced me to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu karate. So I started training a little bit then and kind of fell in love with the physical kind of combative nature of martial arts, because I'd grown up, I'm the second oldest of 17 siblings, being indigenous being a fair-skinned Aboriginal female that strongly identifies in a black and white town, grew up with a lot of racism and struggled with identity, so the combative nature of martial arts really spoke to my spirit of being a protector and a warrior for others. So I started my journey then, but it didn't actually have a deep impact on me until after the birth of my twins.
So what was that time like for you, and how hard was it to actually start taking some kind of action? Like, what was going on for you then? Do you mind sharing
that? No, that's fine. So I now know with hindsight and obviously a lot more education and knowledge that I already had postnatal depression with the birth of Cindy, my first daughter, in 2006. Because with the there's a lot of studies going on at the moment with the impacts of indigenous trauma and colonisation. So I know that trauma can actually be inherited. It can be passed down through the DNA. It's called epigenetics. So I'm doing a lot of research into that to understand how I ended up the way I did. So I was carrying a lot of trauma that wasn't my own, but then the compounded trauma of my childhood. So I guess that was already a foundation laid to develop postnatal depression. Then we live in a society, in a world that projects motherhood as being this perfect Hollywood version of you've got to look good, you've got to be intrinsically in love with your child straight away, and if you're not, there's something wrong with you. And coming from a community and a culture that strongly, all I ever wanted to be was a mother. So within the centre it felt natural. I was only 23 though, so I had a lot going on. And then to have twins on top of that at 25, I was breastfeeding, they were both different babies, I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that kind of, everything just kind of built, but I had a lot of family support, so I didn't see myself as a candidate for something like postnatal depression. They never spoke to me about it in the hospitals though. They never said, okay, because of your past history, you're at a predisposed risk of postnatal depression, this is what it is how you can manage it. So kind of being a nurturer and a person who was always a caretaker of the family, I really struggled to admit that I needed help. So I locked it in, I didn't tell anyone, and I started to have days where I just had no emotion, I was flat, no energy. It was all I could do just to get out of bed. And then I had these two beautiful little babies. I had an energetic 2.5-year-old, and I just didn't know what was going on. So, but I started to have images of hurting my children, and that just, it really scared me, and it deeply scarred me to think that I was having these feelings of frustration and anger, and I didn't know where they were coming from. I didn't know how to manage them, and it started to manifest because I wasn't dealing with what was happening. It was starting to manifest physically and mentally as well. And I started to have images, and it all came to a head when one night I was holding my baby girl, and she just would not stop crying. And I'm sure every mum's been there when you're tired, you're exhausted, the baby doesn't want anyone but you. And I felt myself, and I just blacked out. And then the only thing that brought me back was when her cries changed from discomfort to one of pain. And I realised I was actually squeezing her along with the image that was in my head. And it scared me. It kind of snapped me out of what was happening. And my partner was just walking in the door from work. I just remember shoving the baby at him, I grabbed the keys and I jumped in the car. I took off, I went to the doctors, because I already knew, like, I had enough self-awareness, I guess, to know that I needed help. So I went to the doctors. I sat at the doctor's office for about 4 hours, and I had to wait another 2 hours to see a female GP. Now, another reason why I hadn't gone to the medical profession is I spent time, a little bit of time in foster care growing up, but also the history of the stolen generation within Australia had impacted me. I was like, you know, what if they think I'm a bad mum and they try and take my children from me? Now, this female doctor that I'd seen, I saw her as the beacon of hope. I was like, this is someone who's going to be able to help me. And I vomited my whole story out to her. The first thing she said once I finished was, I think that we need to do a welfare check on your children. We need to call DHS, and I think you need to maybe spend some time in a mental health facility, or you need some support. There's obviously medications, and just all my greatest fears have come to a front. So I kind of had an episode, I guess, where I really lost it and I freaked out. I jumped back in my car and I was driving to my sister's because I knew, like, she was just my anchor point for some reason. And as I was driving, I stopped at a roundabout, and I remember seeing this big red truck coming, and I tried to drive in front of it, because these thoughts were, if I almost had my child this morning. The doctors thought I was a risk. Like, maybe I'm better off not being here, they're better off without me. But to this day, I still remember forcing my foot down on the pedal with the plug in the room, and I still put it down to my ancestors and my mum saying, no, your time isn't done here. And we went home, they took me back home to George, and obviously he can't even begin to imagine what this has all done to him. Because he was sitting there like not knowing where I was, I didn't have a phone, it was probably about 8 hours later. And after, I think I had this relief. That's the biggest thing that everyone said to me. They're like, finally we know something, like it's out in the open, we're not treading on eggshells, we can talk about this. Because everyone knew something was wrong, but no one knew how to approach them or to approach the subject. And I think that's half the problem sometimes, you don't know how to talk about it. And that was when we decided that I'd start Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'd go back to work and full-time study, because I was studying before I had the 2 years, studying a Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Teaching. And George actually became a full-time stay-at-home care of our kids, so we completely switched roles, and that's where I began to claw my way back to health. And through jiu-jitsu, I can't disassociate when someone's choking you out. It's just, it's not possible. If you don't stay present, you're getting your arm taken, and it's not for everyone. But that's why I say to people, go and try everything and anything until you find something that clicks. It makes you love to move your body. It's not about weight loss. It's, yes, okay, you've got health and everything else, but when you love what you do, it becomes easy to do it, and then everything else, like, you'll get healthy eventually. You'll get into the shape that you want. Or when you work from the inside out, because that's what I'm about, it's inside out, not outside in, it kind of all manifests itself.
Amazing story. Yeah. You know why it's so close to my heart. Well,
I think it hits a lot.
A
lot of dads have said, like, they're not knowing how to talk to their partners and not knowing how to talk about it. And I think it's really important for me to talk about the fact that I can actually understand and empathise with mums who take their own children's lives, take their own lives, because I've been there, and it's a really hard topic, but I'm strong enough to talk about it and not care what other people do. So people that judge me are not in my boat, but I know there are people out there who these words will resonate with them, and it may help someone.
When you took that first step onto, what do you call it? Is it the mats, right? The mats. So you took that first step. This has all just happened, and you've walked into to the gym. So you take your step on the mat and you start. Do you remember that feeling, that moment?
I was scared out of my mind, because I was like, oh my god, they're going to judge me. I'm not going to be any good at this. Like, I've done a little bit of it before, and I was like, I'm not fit. All these things that just made me want to run to the door, and I was like, but there was a quiet little voice that was kind of louder than all the other noise, and it said, just take a deep breath. All you have to do is try your best and just be here. And that was the start of it. Like, I wasn't there to be the best. I wasn't there to beat other people. I was just there to be my best self and to do something that I fell in love with. And that night, like, it was the first time in a long time that my mind was empty. The voices were quiet. And I was actually able to go home and just sleep. And I think that sense of peace and a sense of quiet that it gave me was something that I've never found anywhere else.
What does it feel like when you're in it, when you're on the mat? Does everyone ask you this question?
It's evolved over time. When I first started, it was about finding that peace, and then when I started competing and stuff like that, it became a really big drive to beat the other person and to be really aggressive, because that was my personality style. Now it's actually evolving, because when you think of a warrior, there's a difference between a fighter and a warrior. A fighter is always driven by their emotions and stuff, but when you think about the samurai, the actual martial artists, they had wisdom. They knew when to fight and when not to fight. You're disciplined. You're consistent in your daily practice. Like, so for me as a mum, it's like, okay, if I can't go to the gym, what can I do at home? Like, so I know I'm consistently taking small steps. It's about the process. And Jiu-Jitsu is one of the hardest martial arts to get a black belt in. It can take 10 to 15 years for the average person to go from a white belt, because it's a martial arts system, to a black belt. So it's not for the faint of heart. So for me now, when I'm on the mats, I'm very playful, but I like to hunt. I love to pressure people and see if my dominance and my moves can make them run away, or how can I evolve from that. And I have really amazing teammates who are male and female, like different sizes. It's not, Jiu-Jitsu is a unique sport in that it's gender neutral, and it's about physiological differences, but someone small can beat me if they can cut an angle or do something. So it's a physical and mental game of chess. So for me, I've actually, this will lead into your next question, when I've struggled, it's actually more recently that I've struggled than in the past with movement, in that when you do something for the love of it, but then you start competing, it kind of shifts things and priorities. And now I'm actually working to try and get back to why I started, for the love of it. Because I love to play, and choking people out and being choked out is my playtime. It's my therapy. Like, I'm sure everyone can have a time in their life when they've just wanted to strangle someone out of sheer frustration. I get to do that every day.
Amazing.
So that's more how I feel when I'm on the mat. And I'm just grateful to be able to do something that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people fight for their rights to do combat sport. Like, people judge as well. They think of martial arts and being a mum. They struggle to see combat fighter and mum all in it. So being a combat mum is a really interesting thing, especially being an older female as well. So it's many different things depending on the given day and the given time.
Yeah. So that struggle that's been happening, just tell us a little bit more about that.
So when I first started Jiu-Jitsu, it was for therapy, and then I started competing and I started winning, and I was like, I'm always the person that once I get to a certain level, I try and level up. It's just naturally instinctive to go, what's the next thing that can just push me and take me out of my comfort zone, because being comfortable doesn't suit me. I get there and I sit there for a little while and I'm like, okay, well, what's next? Because I need to go. And I was like, okay, maybe I could be a world champion. I laughed at myself. I was like, I'm a mum of 3, 27, I've never been an elite athlete. Like, who are you kidding? Like, are you serious? But then the idea just persistently kept coming back to me, and I decided to share it with a few people. And people kind of thought, yeah, okay, like that. I got angry. I'm like, well, where's the one person to go and have a go? Like, just try. Like, why not? What's the potential? And so I decided to be that person for myself, and I moved my whole family from a small country town to Melbourne to train with our head coach. Had no idea what I was doing. So naive. Never lived in the city. Our kids were 3 and 6. I just decided, I was like, I want to try and be a world champion. And the training from a country small town to the elite top level of females in the country at the time was intense and overwhelming. But I just did it. I kind of just didn't sit down and strategize. I'm not good at strategy and stuff like that. Like, I'm good at the big vision. I'm like, I want to do that. And I kind of just go and do it. And then in 2015, I won my first world championship. Actually, almost by accident. I wasn't even meant to be at this competition. I'd been training for an MMA fight beforehand. Like, there's a lot of stories within stories, but to sum it up quickly, my partner George hurt his knee, and it was 8 weeks out from the world championship. And I'd actually been doing a different sport. I'd been doing MMA, which is mixed martial arts for those that don't know. And I was like, and he's like, you need to go and try this. And I was like, well, no, because there's 2 types of jiu-jitsu. There's no-gi, which is where you wear something similar to what I'm wearing now, and you grip the body. But our other style, which is in the gi, the kimono, which is where you grip the uniform. It's like a judo uniform, and you can use it to tie people up, to control. It's 2 different sports. And I was 8 weeks out. He was like, look, you fit, just train and have a training camp and just go and have a go. I was like, okay. I had $1,500 to go. So we single income family at the time, because I was doing my work and George was still looking after the kids, and we fund everything ourselves. So I was like, okay, I've got enough money to pay for my ticket. I had friends to stay with, and I was there for 4 days. I literally flew in for the competition. I was there. I had a day of recovery, day to set up. I competed, and then I was flying home. I'm like, well, how am I doing? And my first opponent was the European World Champion. I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm here. So I actually took sand from my country, so the cultural connection, and I sprinkled that on the ground before I started, and I stood on it, and I'm like, remember who you are, like, remember why you're here. This isn't any bigger than anything you've ever done before. Like, for me, the biggest thing I've done is to bring 3 healthy children into the world. I've created life, and I overcame post-natal depression. Anything else, like, you can make it bigger than it needs to be, but I often find that doesn't. I've lost to myself a lot more times than I've lost to opponents on the mat, and I'm sure people can empathise with. Looking yourself in the eye in the mirror is a lot harder to know that you've lost to yourself through doubt or self-sabotage or self-harm than actually failing at something and going, well, at least I had a go. Yeah. And that was my biggest fear. I was like, well, I prefer to go out there and lose to an opponent and know that I gave it everything I've got than run away in fear and lose to myself. So I was just like, screw it, just go and try your best and have a crack. Made it through the first round. I'm like, oh, okay, now's my next round. But I had a secret weapon. My partner's really good at strategy. He actually researched all of my opponents. And he's like, if you get this one first, these are the things she's going to do. So this is how you can combat it. So we're really good in partnership. But I never usually listen to him. Yeah. Because it's like, that whole arguments in our house are really interesting between all of us, because my kids do jiu-jitsu and wrestling as well. Yeah. So we resolve arguments in quite a funny manner. My parental discipline often gets me very weird looks. And then from there I was like, okay, well, I won my first one. And the first thing in my head was when I raised my hand, I'm like, crap, I've done it. Now what do I do? Like everything that had been driving me for so long. And 4 months before I went to the Worlds, I actually did my first wrestling camp. Because I've been training wrestling as a cross sport to help my jiu-jitsu. And we'd attended a training camp with the AIS. And Australia's only ever qualified one female, Carla Bremner, for the Olympics for wrestling. And I was like, well, that's pretty crap. And it was at this camp that they said, well, you have the wrestling. The Olympic qualification process is coming up. And I'm like, I just shut off at that. I was like, no, the Olympics is something people train their whole lives for. But then afterwards, George was like, oh, the Olympic process is coming up. Nationals is in a couple of months. Why don't you go and try out for the team? I laughed. He was like, oi, come on, you're the one who always says, just go and have a go. So I did, and I ended up winning nationals. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I got this email, you've qualified for the national team. Would you like to go to Oceania and compete at the Oceania qualifiers? And then the next step is the Africa. And I was like, I didn't even get to Africa. I was like, this is not going to happen. I'm just going to go have some fun. I get to go to New Zealand. Like, it's really cool. I'm doing what I love. Got to New Zealand and I won. And then I get the second email, you've qualified for the Olympic qualifiers. I'm like, I'm going to Africa. A little girl that grew up in a small town that started a sport for the love of it. And I'm like, in a separate sport, I'm now going to the Olympic qualifiers in Africa. Got to Africa and got annihilated by the most amazing, powerful females I've ever seen. Like Nigeria, Cameroon, and these other athletes were just phenomenal. But I was like, I got thrashed. Like in the first round, I got picked up 5 feet in the air, dumped on my head by this Nigerian female athlete. But I got back up. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm losing today. I know I'm not winning, but I'm not going to lose to myself. So I went back in. I lasted like another 2 seconds. The whole match goes for me. So for me, it was a very profound moment. So I was like, I can do this. Like, and I can overcome things that most people would quit at. And I was like, but I didn't think to myself, like I lost the match that day, but I won something so much greater, a new self-respect and a new understanding. But when you start to compete at these levels, like the Olympics, after I got back from the Olympic qualifiers, like my team was going to the World Championship. I'm like, well, I'm going too. Like it's normal now. After going to the Olympic qualifiers, I'm like, competing in the Jiu-Jitsu World is playtime. And I won a second time. No intention to win. And then we decided to get serious and set the goal to become games. I forgot me. I got caught up in the fact that I'm now two-time world champion, the profile, the expectation. The fact that I'm now doing this sort of stuff, like I put all this untold pressure on myself, listen to the expectations of others, the fact that I'm now trying to build a profile and a business, helping other people. But I forgot at the core that all I want to do is do something for the love of it. And I love jiu-jitsu. The competing is just a chance to test myself. Am I getting better or am I not doing, or am I not getting better? Do I give it everything I've got? And to just be my best self, both as a competitor, as an athlete, and as a woman, and as a female as well. So I lost the Commonwealth Games qualifiers by a smidgen to an amazing young female athlete who took the top spot for the games. It's now a very bittersweet experience being standing here today going, on Thursday I'm going to have to go and watch the wrestling. So for the last 12 months I've really struggled with my self-esteem. Because I lost clarity on why I'm doing it and the bigger vision of where I want to go, not the how. The how for me, when I've always known the where, the what and the why, the how's always worked itself out. But because I got caught up in trying to figure out the details without perspective, I really started to be hard on myself. I struggled with my self-worth, I gained 10 kilos, I had an injury which set me back 3 months. Now I'm struggling to rebuild my body, but internally I've lost my self-belief, I lost my love for the game, my love for play, and that's then led to stiffness and injuries in different parts of the body, because I believe that when the spirit's sick, the body manifests in that sickness in different ways. So that's kind of something I'm working to get back to me and why I do what I do, and but I also know there's an untapped potential in myself as an athlete. Like there's this burning deep knowing that, because I haven't been consistent with my training, like I'll win a world title and then I'll take 2 months off, because when you do what we do, like, but now I understand that because I'm an older female, I've got to be consistent, and it's got to be a part of my daily life. I'm not an athlete part of the time and then I switch off. This is a way of life for me. And I had to take a big step back because my daughter's going to be 15 by the time the next Commonwealth Games comes around in 4 years. You only get a shot at this every 4 years, and like, am I going to commit to myself 4 years of going for this. I could lose, I could get injured. At the end of the day, I want to leave with motivation. It's a hunger for me to want to set the goal to medal at the next Commonwealth Games, to qualify and to medal at the next Commonwealth Games against some of the best countries in the Commonwealth. But if I'm going to do it, I have to, that's the goal, but then I have to bring it back down to what I do today. Because in order to win me, it's about the process. It's winning every day. It's like, when I say win, it's like what's important now. So that's, I've been working on strategies to get back to bringing it back to me and why I move. But being guided by the fact that I've got these goals, but these goals are just outcomes of a bigger vision to be my best self and do what I love. So there's that fine balance of understanding the why and the what and managing that on a daily basis.
So amazing about this story and what you're saying here, because I think so many of us would look at you and this world champion and everything and just think, oh, I don't know, any athlete being here at the games, you forget about not only what it takes to get there, but also you are someone who I'm sure you watching can relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And think, well, that day you went, I can be a world champion. It's not like you, this is, something that you didn't have to work so hard to do, didn't have to really struggle with your mindset. And so I think that's what's so incredibly inspiring to hear this story of yours for all of us watching, to kind of know that you are, and I hate to say it, but it's like you're one of us.
Yes.
I think we will sort of put our athletes on these massive pedestals, as you deserve to be. But here you are, someone who, who has struggled.
I struggle like the everyday person,
and is learning on as you go.
You've got athletes that have started when they were 5, and they are super good. Like, but even I think we can see it in the media with what's happened at Rio. Like, we put so much pressure and expectation on our athletes, and look what happened. Like seriously, when Ian Thorpe fell over, we crushed him. Like seriously, he is a human being. When we're winning, we're icons. When we fall over and show that we're human too, we get dragged through the goddamn mud.
Yeah.
And when people look at me and they go, I could never do what you do, I could never get up at 5 a.m. People close off from me because they don't see themselves as being able to do what I do. When someone looks at me like that and they go, I could never do that, imagine how I feel looking at the people that I've got to compete against that are, one of the women in my division from Canada is the Olympic world champion, gold medalist from Rio. Now, I would have competed against her. So, yet I'm getting up, I've got to manage kids and breakfast. And when I go home from training, as I say to some of my younger teammates when they get arrogant, I said, when you go home, you can sit on your backside. When I go home, I've got to prep lunches, I've still got to study or do whatever it takes to run a household and a family and run a small business. So I guess, and then I have to be humble enough though, when people meet me to go, I get this imposter syndrome in my head, because when I meet people ask me to do this sort of thing, I'm like, they're going to be disappointed. Or yesterday I trained with a black belt who was just won a European competition, and I'm like, he's going to think I'm crap because they hear I'm a two-time world champion and they expect this other thing. But C.S. Lewis had a saying that goes, often ordinary people are prepared for extraordinary things by circumstances of life. And that's what I see myself as, is just being an ordinary person who, through opportunity and adversity, has decided to do extraordinary things. Really, Poppy?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And that's really important for me to get that across to people, is that I didn't set out to be all this. I needed to do something that I love, and just by following the opportunities and following my heart, this is where I've ended up. And like I said to you previously, I'm like, I still wonder how I've ended up where I am, and then I'm like, and now my goals are growing, because someone's like, so when are you going to stop? And I'm like, I don't think I can. Like, this is just who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm following who I am.
Thank you so much for sharing
so
that
much.
story and that insight and those tools. And I know it's so amazing you share it with us. I know you share it with a lot of people. And I would love for you to show us these moves that you're doing and why you're doing that. As I'm sort of taking the camera out, just this idea of kind of keeping yourself loose and connecting in with your body. I'm just going to bring the camera out.
Yeah, so I guess for me, movement, being an athlete and doing strength and conditioning, I already do a lot of workouts and stuff. So with Lucy's concept of 2-minute moves, it's actually inspired me to focus more on body movement and mobility. So I guess when I'm at home, I focus on doing little things that can create movement through my body, because when you're studying and you sit still for a lot, and I guess a lot of people that have desk jobs can empathise with this, it gets stiff in the body. So when I get up, I like to do a few little, not so much yoga, but like movement things. Like I'll wake up and I'll swing my arms and I'll turn my body, because it just feels good to get moving and keep going. But I'll be at the park, or I'll be with my kids, or I'll be in the kitchen and I'll start doing things like this, and the kids are like, oh, here mum goes again. Or so for me, that gets my hips moving, it gets my upper body moving.
Yeah.
Another one that's quite funny that I do is I do little bunny hops.
Let's do them.
I think it's actually
You've got to get down and do these ones.
so if you don't have good flexibility in your feet, you can't keep your feet flat. Like, you are going to go up onto your toes. Just go as low as you can. Like, if you can only go here and you can just do little jumps, that's fine. But for me, I like to get down. I know Lizzie can too.
Or just
onto the balls of your feet, and you're just doing little hops like this. And I do probably 10 seconds of this.
Okay.
It's really
that's great.
it's really great. And then
It does feel really good in your hips, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
and the lower back.
Yeah,
You gotta
lower
keep-
back
Try
and
and keep
hip.
try and keep your chest up.
You must have to be very strong.
Yes,
Right.
and then it builds up the lactic acid, and then I'll kind of stand up, I'll shake it out, and then I'll switch it up with just some static squats. I do 5 of these. And
You
then,
love a squat.
oh, it feels
Yeah.
so good, it feels so rewarding. And then after you've done your 5 squats, I like to do backward lunges, and I like to touch my knee, step back up, step back. And the reason I prefer to step back as opposed to stepping forward is because you get a nice stretch in the front of the thigh and the hip flexor, which can become quite stiff with sitting, but you can control the descent a lot more. You've got to try and squeeze your glute and you get that beautiful stretch.
And we can all have these beautiful hands
And
like yours.
You get,
Oh.
sorry, that's the normal
I'm
combat.
just here, just going.
You've got to keep your hands up and
Yeah,
protect yourself.
yeah.
But those kind of things, like I've already got a little bit of a puff going on, and I might do 3 or 4 rounds of that while I'm cooking tea.
Yeah.
So those are another one that I like to do is just side to side lunges,
Oh yeah.
and then coming back to the middle, and just being. It's about getting the heart moving, but it's also about connecting with my body and going, oh, I'm a bit stiff in the left hip.
Yeah.
So I go really gentle. It's not about blasting my body. I already punished my body enough.
Yeah.
So this for me is about loving my body and rewarding myself for all the damage I do, because to be able to do what I do at 34 with children is about, my core isn't as strong as it could be for what I do. My glutes aren't as strong as what they can do. So I'm working with a physio, and this is stuff they've given me to do at home on top of what I do. So sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed with everything I've got to do in a day. So I've taken your concept of 2 minutes and gone, okay, I've got to read a book. I can squeeze my bum while I'm reading a book. Or I'll be driving in the car and I'll literally start squeezing my butt.
Oh, that's a great
I'll be doing
one.
butt squeezes on a drive, and then I'll squeeze my thighs.
Oh yeah.
Or I'll hold the wheel with one hand and I'll rotate my wrist a little bit, like. And then when I get out of the car, I force myself to have a 5-minute break, and I'll just start moving, like, because we forget that our body is the only vehicle we've got, and sometimes we punish it, but we forget to love ourselves. Love moving, because when you feel something is stiff, don't go, oh, that's stiff, I'm going to break in half. It's like, well, explore it, like, just gently move. You don't need all the answers. So doing little bits, you do 2-3 minutes 10 times a day, that's 30 minutes throughout the day. That accumulates. And my coach likes to call it the volume effect. So when I'm injured and I can't, before an injury I've been able to do 5 bodyweight chin-ups and perfect push-ups. After an injury, I can't do that. So rather than judging myself, it's like, okay, well, what can I do? I know I can get to that because I've been there before, but rather than judging the fact that I'm not there now, work my way back up a little bit at a time. So we know we fall off the wagon. Like I said, I am a national female wrestling athlete. I am getting ready to compete in 2 weeks in Dubai at the Abu Dhabi World Championships, but I'm also 10 kilos overweight. My left shoulder is jacked, it doesn't work the way it should. I'm trying to get my core stronger, and then I'm managing everything else on top of it. So rather than judging it, it's like, okay, we'll just chip away at it. And I think that's something I have to thank you for, is bringing it back to just little bits done consistently over time trump something done well once. So thank you so much for that.
You. I feel like I have visited a well, and you are the well, and this well is just full of wisdom and lessons learned, all the amazing tools that you've shared with us, and I know that you share with so many people. We are very, very, very lucky that you are doing that, and that your journey, the rock bottom moment, in a way, has led you here to inspire all of us. So thank you so much. It's been so
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you to everyone that's joined us today. And yeah, like, if you feel like you struggle with any of this sort of stuff, please feel free to reach out to me on social media. I mean, follow Lizzie, what she does. I think she's truly inspirational, and she's on the money with this one. Like, it literally is, if we start to take back our time and go, it's not about not having enough time, we all have the same amount of time, it's about priorities. And in order to achieve those big dreams that you have, we need to prioritise self-care and have a bit of self-discipline to kick ourselves in the butt. But when you know why you do something, and you do it for love, and you don't punish yourself or judge the process, but you give yourself a little bit of a kick up the butt and have a little bit of self-discipline and go, okay, I'm just going to do 2 minutes of push-ups on the bench, I'm going to do, and write it in your diary, and you'll see that if you actually keep track of it, it accumulates really quickly. And excellence is not an accident. Excellence comes through habit and the daily processes that we do. So anyone can do what we do.
Yeah, they totally can. Thank you so much for being here with us. We are live on the Goldie
and watching the Commonwealth Games, and I can honestly say that I have just been so inspired by watching the prowess of these athletes that come. I mean, we've got Carol Cook, who is, 52 children, and competing. And then you've got young people who are 16 and making their debut for the first time. So I'm completely inspired by what we have here, and I know that for myself, I'm going to leave this experience and be kicking my own backside back into gear and heading off towards what I have coming up next.
Yeah,
so,
you said it all, and I really hope this has inspired you to take those little moments that you can in your day to give back to yourself, because they really do, as you can see, add up to making a big, big difference. All right, that's us done. Thank you again. I'll take one more of those cuddles, and I'm going to run off and press end broadcast. Bye bye.